Hey all, welcome back to another Less is More episode. We're going to do a little prep work today for our power plant location. Over there's our refinery, farm area, so we're going to put it over here in this desert little spot. But of course, this is the non-flattest desert in the world. So we're going to flatten this out so we have a nice spot to build on, and we're going to use the buildcraft filler right over here. So I've already got it set up for the area that I want to use. It's a pretty big area. I probably won't use all this, but I want to get it all flattened out and terraformed a little bit. I'll probably have to do some manual work to get it the way I want it, but just to start, we're going to, I think we're going to go with flatten. Where's flatten, horizon frame, flatten, to clear that out. I think it clears. We'll find out real quick. We got our tesseract. We'll set it to cold power, and man, let's see what happens here. Let's see what it do. Oop, turn the engine back on. Let's get up here, get a good vantage point, see what it's doing here. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about this new effect that they do with these little things shooting out. Yeah, it looks like it's clearing it out. Back in the day, of course, it actually just cleared it out. You know, I didn't do all this graphical stuff. I guess this way you can kind of see where it's working. Pretty quick. Wonder how much power this is draining from our system over there. That's no problem. We got almost 300,000 charcoal in there, so even if it's eating through it, we have a pretty good buffer of charcoal to keep it fed. And since I genetically altered the cherry trees, they're producing a lot more wood. Now, what I think I'm gonna do, so far, we're fully on those saplings now and the papaya are actually gaining, even though the ethanol is being produced for power to run our quarry that's going right now. So we're fully switched over. I just don't know how much. I may want to either increase the size of this farm or make a second one. I'll probably start by increasing the size of this one first. But what I may do over here, if it's an issue, is breed these with a tree that produces more wood or is taller, so it'll produce more wood. Something like that, maybe with a jungle sapling or something, so I can get it nice and tall. But that's not important right now. I just need a place to start putting engines of some sort or another. Either the I still can't decide what I want to do. I can't even really decide on a design. I've messed around with a few, but it's one of those things I just cannot decide. So we probably won't do any power production building or any engine building this episode. I really seriously doubt it, but what I'll do is I'm going to kind of get just a ground layout done. So down the road we can start putting in engines and whatnot. So this will be pretty much just maybe doing a building. So I'm going to let this clear out, and when I got it nice and flat the way I wanted it and get the ground terraformed, we will be back. Alrighty, we cleared out the area. Saw through the little speedy up bit there. You just blowing up stuff to kind of give it a more natural look. I don't want straight walls and everything. So I've kind of started working on what I'm going to try to do is stick to the similar design, but of course much larger, because we're going to have a bigger equipment in there than we do in the refinery. So I'm going to use the builder to kind of copy some of this stuff. And okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to cheat real quick because I don't want to be attacked. Oh, time. Is that the right? Yeah, is that the right one? There we go. That way we won't get jumped. So I'm going to use this architect's table. I think this is how you do it. I'm missing a thingamajigger. There we go. If I'm right, everything within these little blue and black lines is going to be copied onto... Where's your landmark in here? Copied onto this little thing here. So now I need to go make a builder, and then when we come back, I should be able to copy this to the four corners. Of course, now that's going to give us a gap in the middle. I'm going to do something else there, because this spot won't, there'll be a big spot here in the middle that won't be covered, and then but we'll use the architect's table and the builder again for that. So as soon as I come back, we'll try that out. Now, with any luck, this is going to work. This should, since I placed it on that corner and it's facing that way, when I place it on this corner, it should make that kind of rotated in this direction, right? So let's hope, because I have no idea. Like I said, I played around with it just a little bit in Test World, and I don't know how well that came out. So cross your fingers. It doesn't do the micro blocks, so I'll have to go and do those by hand, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me. What? Oh, I needed one over. Son of a bitch! I'm gonna have to clear that out and move it over, because that ain't gonna be right. Nope. Damn. Alright, let me, so I need to scoot that over one. So when I'm looking at this, I need that yellow line here, because it's gonna do it on the inside, not the line. Alright. Alright, I got this. Okay, so let me go clear this out and redo it. And we'll be right back. Well, let's hope this time I am correct. I actually tore it all down by hand. It didn't take but a second, because I wanted to make sure the filler actually deletes the block, so I didn't want to lose any materials. So I just went and did it by hand. I did have to go change my pick over to a Silk Touch instead of just a Fortune, but that's no big deal. Okay, let's throw some stuff in here, and I already threw the glass in. All right, so now it should make an exact copy, right? All right. Call. Let's see. Should do an exact copy. What? Did it just freaking break that? Son of a bitch. Oh, man. You fargin corksucker. You fargin bastard. Oh, and it deleted it. Oh, man. That blows. Okay. So there's a... wherever that line is, it just deletes that. The yellow line. That's not good. Well, I'll have to take that into account. And shucks. Okay, well, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do about that, and Man, that's just gonna kill me. That's gonna delete stuff. Well, yeah, it's just stone. Who cares? I can replace that easy enough. Okay, so I'm going to get the 4 corners done, and then I'm gonna come up with how the mill's gonna look, and then I'll probably do the micro blocks. I just may finish this thing off. But when we get back, we'll see what happens. See you in a sec. Well, if you are following me on Twitter, at Mr. Regaris, of course, you will see that my power, for just a split second, went on and went off. And as soon as that happened, I was like, son of a gun, because I was just about to record this part right here, and every time it does that, my game gets corrupted. And sure as shooting, it got corrupted, and I flew around until I found the hole. And what was weird is I went around the outside, because normally it's not like right in the middle of my save. It is dead center on this. This whole thing was a hole. It's like, son of a bitch. So I had to roll it back. And I rolled it back about an hour on the saves just to make sure that I got a good save. So I didn't lose too much. I lost a little bit of bee work going for the refine to bee, but oh well, it's no big deal. It wasn't too much. So we're back and it's running, and we've got our building done over here. Now this is just the shell. There's going to be a lot more work done to it. Most of it was done, like the 4 corners were done with the, damn it, I hate this jetpack. I really hate jetpacks. They are annoying as hell. I need to, next mod pack I do, not only will there not be freaking jetpacks, there will be some sort of creative flight ring or talisman or sigil or some shit. I freaking hate jetpacks. Not only are they noisy, they're just annoying. Because this asphalt, the reason I put this asphalt down here is I don't have any haste or armor that speeds me up, so I'm using this asphalt or concrete to be able to move quicker. But what it does is you can kind of see it drops you down just a hair. So if you got this thing on and you're walking, as soon as you hit this stuff, your jetpack comes on, because it's got that hover mode, and if I don't turn that hover mode on, then when I do use it, it doesn't fly right. So this stuff is annoying. But we've got our building together. I went with a lot of windows, big open, because I want to be able to see everything that's going to be in here. There's lava down here that I'm going to have to find, because that's annoying. See, it's like right below us. I'm actually going to try, there's a thermal expansion gun that I want to try. Where is that thing? Fluivac. Pumps fluids into and out of compatible containers. So I don't know what compatible containers are, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna get that lava out of there. But what we will have in here is, since I've got 2 separate fluid sources, and I've already got a bunch of compression engines, I'm gonna move the compression engines over here and I'll add to them. And then for the fuel, I'm probably going to go with either the high or the low pressure steam boilers. Probably low pressure. But we're actually going to do a little bit more with those than that, because they're not really dangerous, but they do have a chance to explode. So we're going to make sure we don't have that issue with our steam boilers. We're going to do some stuff with that to make sure that they are safe and have some sort of emergency shut off should the right conditions occur. So that will be in there. And of course, I'm going to add more aesthetic stuff to the outside, not only of the building, but this area as well. We'll probably fence this one off as well. And what I'm going to end up doing for both of them, pretty soon, because I want to start messing around with funky locomotion, I want to add sliding gates to the exterior, for security measures. So that one will have a big sliding gate. Because if you've ever gone to some sort of factory or compound or whatever, they don't just most, if they do anything sensitive, they don't just let you in there. They do have some sort of security. So
we want to be able to make sure we keep the mobs out, especially with the desert. I don't know what it is about the desert. It's terrible. So luckily, the crash didn't totally corrupt the world, but thanks to backups. Back in the old days, I've lost worlds, because I didn't manually go in there and do a save. I know back in my old early Direwolf 20 days, that's what ended it. It kind of I couldn't get that world back at all. MC Edit, I couldn't go in there and clean it up enough to get that world back, and I just couldn't log back in. It would just crash. So thankfully now we have backup mods that will save our progress for us. So guys, I appreciate you coming by. This is just a building episode. This was me playing around with the filler. This was actually all done with the filler. I didn't lay any of these by hand. I just set the markers down and let the filler fill it, clear it and fill it. And then the builder, which was kind of cool. I really wish that it didn't chop that edge off because it makes it hard button stuff up together. But now that I know that it does that, if I need to use it again, I'll take that into account and realize that there will be a block between that I don't want to place. I'll take that into account. This thing is all lit up, by the way. There's on the inside and on the roof, it is completely, you'll see on the roof. Now this I had to do by hand. I didn't know whether the filler would put it at the proper level or not, so I just went ahead and did it by hand. I replaced all the stone bricks that I did. I decided I didn't want a flat roof here either, so I went with dropping it down a little bit so no mobs will spawn up here. And the sides here are lit up, so we don't have to worry about that either. So guys, that's it. That's going to be it for this time. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. That's the best way to know when I post a video. Or you can follow me on Twitter, and there will be a posting there also. Right now I'm double posting for some reason. I think I got that fixed though. It should just be single for now on. And I will post a picture up on Twitter also of the gigantic hole. As soon as I get done here, I took a screenshot of that, so I'll post that up on Twitter also. So guys, I appreciate you coming by, and until next time, I will see y'all later.